This is the Ritz-Carlton Reserve Higashiyama Niseko Village. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the ski and ski out resort as well as the surrounding area for skiing and food options. Big favor before we dive in, like and subscribe if you're interested in travel and content like this. We're picking up from the last video where we stayed at the Park Hyatt in Hanazono. That video is linked below, so be sure to check it out if you're interested. Since we're already in Niseko, we're taking a cab from the Park Hyatt to the Ritz. Assuming you'll fly from Tokyo to the new Chitose airport in Sapporo, you can take a shuttle bus, train, or rent a car to get here. There are ski shuttle buses that go directly to the Ritz, and that's probably the easiest option. When you first walk into the Ritz, it feels like you're stepping into a cozy mountain cottage. So dreamy and magical. The main lobby area is compact but really cozy and intimate. It's not super flashy or over the top, but instead it's got a quiet and welcoming luxurious vibe. I love the fireplace in the middle. It really makes the place feel so warm and inviting, especially when you're coming in from the cold. There's also lots of indirect lighting with floor-to-ceiling windows that brings a nice glow to the space. There's a wooden bookshelf with tons of books that people are actually reading and lots of comfortable seating. Pretty nice spot to just hang out and take in the snowy landscape outside. Throughout the hotel, you'll find that there's a woody vanilla scent with a hint of floral. That's because they have essential oils all over the hotel with their signature scent called Scent of Niseko. I love the little details like this, which really adds to the luxurious vibe. Off to the side, there's a little bar area that blends right into the restaurant, so you can grab a drink or a coffee. They also have some complimentary cookies, which were pretty tasty. Just for some context, currently there are only 8 Ritz-Carlton Reserves in the world, and they're considered to be the crown jewel of Marriott properties. If the Ritz-Carlton is already at the top of Marriott properties, think of the Ritz-Carlton Reserve as a more boutique and luxurious version of the Ritz-Carlton. Let's check out the room. This is the standard king room, and it has the same cozy warmth as the lobby. Granted, it's my first time staying at a Ritz-Carlton Reserve, but I feel like the room itself was a bit cramped for what's supposed to be a luxurious hotel. The bed is massive and ridiculously comfortable. The wood panels and cherry blossom design on the wall really add to the nature and earthy vibe. The TV is pretty big as well. Oddly, the TV doesn't turn towards the couch, so it just faces the bed. Over this way is the closet. There's a robe here and one in the washroom. There's a couple hangers, a safe, and a bench for your suitcase. Over here is the bathroom. And there's a sliding door here. Here's the toilet. The toilet isn't motion censored and it doesn't open automatically. Ow! The toilet is not automated. Yeah, you have to open the toilet yourself, so unfortunately it's not 5-star for me. They offer Sotis products, which is a nice French skincare brand. The shower has both a rainfall and handheld shower head, and there's a deep onsen-like tub over by the window. A really cool feature is that the temperature of the shower room is actually slightly colder, so it kind of feels like you're at an outdoor onsen, especially when you can see the snow falling outside. They even have the chair and bucket like at a real onsen. And this is the beautiful couch. The couch is decently sized and pretty solid. It was firm enough that it was actually kind of comfortable to sleep on. There's a fridge down here. There's also an espresso machine and some tea bags here. One thing that's nice about the Ritz is that whatever's in the fridge is replenished twice a day, and it's all complimentary. So we have some Sapporo Classic beer, Pepsi, some oolong tea, some sake, mineral water, and spring water. One thing that's interesting about the Sapporo Classic beer is that it's only available in Hokkaido. Cheers. Yum. Tastes like every other beer. We also got these little sweet treats as a welcome gift. With Japanese hotels, you always get a set of pajamas. So these ones are quite nice. It feels kind of like linen almost. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Time for bed. Oh wait, let's go check out the onsen. Alright, let's go check out the onsen. My favorite part of this hotel is the onsen. There's an indoor onsen, but the outdoor onsen is the highlight. There's no better feeling than soaking in an onsen after a full day out skiing. And there's just something about the contrast of the steaming hot water and the freezing air that makes you feel extra cozy and relaxed. It's a natural hot spring and the water is rich in minerals, which is supposed to be great for your skin and muscles, so that's a win. There's also a small gym with some free weights, 3 cardio machines, and 1 workout machine. Even though the gym is small, it was never busy. I think I saw maybe 1 other person working out. There's water bottles and towels as well. There's also a small little shop selling clothes. Let's head down to the ski locker area. Alright, I'm ready to ski. Let's go.
It's your secret code. You just put LEAP as your secret code.
Yes. Each room gets a ski locker. There are only 50 rooms at this hotel, so the ski locker area is a bit smaller, but the lockers themselves are pretty big. but the lockers did have a weird smell, like sweaty feet.
So the locker smells pretty bad, but you can fit a lot in there. You can fit a human if you wanted.
There's a small shop where you can buy ski accessories like goggles, gloves, or scarves. I really wish I bought goggles here because they have Asian fit goggles, which are good for those with lower nose bridges. You can also book lessons and rent skis here as well. And there's a machine where you can buy your lift ticket. When it comes to dining at the Ritz, there are only a couple of options to choose from. They have a sushi restaurant for omakase, and they also have a restaurant serving international cuisine. But the food here is on the expensive side, as expected for a Ritz. The omakase will run you about 30,000 yen, so about $200 per person.
Here we have an instant ramen dealer.
Pro tip, go hit up the convenience store or grocery store before coming over to the expensive hotels. Otherwise, you'll be paying 9,400 yen for a Wagyu cheeseburger. It is Wagyu, but that's $100 of a burger.
Luckily, the Ritz is within walking distance to Niseko Village and the Hilton, which has plenty of options. Google Maps will tell you to do a giant loop to get here, but you don't have to do that. It's just a short 5-minute walk through the field and under the ski lift. There's lots of lights along the trail at night, so it's pretty easy to get to.
We're in Niseko-Yo.
Niseko-Yo is a cute little Edo-inspired village right at the foot of Niseko Village with a bunch of restaurants and shops. It's a ski-in, ski-out area, so it's a good spot if you wanted to grab a bite while skiing as well. You can also take the ski lift for one stop to get back to the Ritz if you really wanted to. Food at the village is more affordable than the Ritz for the most part. It's a lot sleepier here than I expected.
This is the liveliest part of town. It's bumping.
No prey ski here.
Why can't you fly?
I can fly, but it would only happen off the building.
Alright, here's what we ate. First up is the ramen by Ippudo. I got the tonkatsu ramen, which was good but very average. Nothing super spectacular about it, and it's what you would expect from Ippudo. We got karage, which are just chicken wings, nice and crispy and pretty tasty. We also got the takoyaki, which are octopus balls. These were fine, but didn't really have much taste. I wouldn't order this again. We also got a grilled fish, which was tasty and cooked well, but it was a little fishy for me personally. I would give this place a solid 8 out of 10. We went to Baby Crosta one day for a late lunch since everything else was closed around 2:30 p.m. The pizzas had interesting combinations and they actually tasted really good, but it was on average 2,000 yen for a small rectangle slice of pizza. Don't get me wrong, it tasted good and I wouldn't mind paying this price if it was for a whole pizza, but I probably could have eaten 4 slices by myself.
It's alright, but not worth $24.
I would give this an 8 out of 10 for the taste, but because of the price and the value, it goes down to a 6 out of 10. There are other restaurant options like Mocha for Italian. Most of the restaurants in the village close by 3 p.m. for lunch, so last call is probably around 1:30 or 2.
They're closed.
They're open.
Are you looking at the open or closed sign?
The bottom. Have an open sign at the bottom.
You can also head over to the Hilton. There's a bit more of a vibe with some live music playing in the lobby. You can also grab a drink here as well. I went to Sisum for dinner, which serves Japanese food, where I got a set meal. The Wagyu was the only good thing and it was just good, not amazing. Everything else was mediocre. I would give this place a 6 out of 10. We also went to Yote for hot pot. It's all you can eat and there were enough options to choose from, but for the price, it wasn't really worth it considering that the quality was just okay.
Seems like a scam. Why are we doing one more?
This is the first time I've ever had to pour my own soup, so that was interesting. I would give this place a 2 out of 10 and I would not recommend it. There are other restaurant options at Hilton, but overall I think they're overpriced and didn't taste amazing and they can get away with it because it's a ski resort.
Why are burgers so expensive here?
It's a $68
Or an
burger.
$88 burger.
What the heck?
Well, you can get all you can eat or only one burger
That's
for
crazy.
the same price. That's crazy.
I would suggest eating at Niseko-Yo instead of the Hilton. The Ritz is a ski-in, ski-out resort, which is really convenient. It's a 3-minute walk on a slight incline to get to the ski lift. This ski lift is more like a commuter lift since it doesn't bring you all the way to the top. The main lift up to the top is at the Hilton, so you'll have to take the short transit lift from the Ritz and then ski down to get to the Hilton gondola. We mostly stuck with skiing on the Anupuri and Niseko Village hills. Anupuri had the most powder and Niseko Village had more powder than Hanazono or Harafu when we were there, but obviously that depends on the weather and how much it snows.
Great powder. Ready for it? Oh, it is pretty steep if you look at it on the outside.
Niseko Village had pretty standard runs, but there were also more black runs here. Enupuri was more beginner friendly and a great place to learn how to ski backwards and get into jumps. The Enupuri and Hilton gondolas were pretty slow and frequently busy, but it wasn't too crowded when we were actually on the hills. On a side note, look how much snow there is, it's piled up higher than the car. While my brother and I went skiing, Mandy went to milk Kobo, which is the dairy farm, formerly called Takahashi Dairy Farm. There are a few buildings for you to explore, with each building serving food and drinks made with dairy from the farm. Mandy got an ice cream and she said it was really good. She kindly bought some tarts for us, which we enjoyed after a day of skiing. Hokkaido is famous for its dairy products, so definitely try to make it to the dairy farm if you have a chance. There's a free shuttle bus that takes you there. You can also grab some souvenirs and gifts here as well. If you want to see more travel content or are interested in content like this, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment if you would stay here. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.
Oh, that hurt my neck. It doesn't fit. It might get more views, just kidding.
Getting on the chairlift, he pushed me, but I fell over and I had to start the chairlift.
That's really good. Oh, you alright? Oh.